Hi everyone, it's Denise with Wondubar Crafts. I'm here today to do week 25 of the Margarete Millers um, Collage Weekly Planner. Uh, Hold on a second, I need to take a cup of my drink of my coffee here. All right, it is bright and early in the morning. Hopefully we don't need a whole lot. I think the lighting is pretty good today. It is Sunday and it has finally stopped raining. It didn't rain yesterday, but everything was still kind of wet. You know how you get that dampness on the grass and stuff. So yeah, I figured I'd do a couple more um, videos today and get caught up. I need to go out here in a little while when it warms up because it was 45 degrees this morning in the Ozarks. It was chilly. So I got up and let the chickens out, let the dogs out, had about half a cup of coffee, warmed it back up, and decided to come in here and do some crafting. And yeah, so I oops, sorry, gotta reach across again. Oop. Decided, well, until it warms up, I am just going to do a couple of videos because I gotta go clean the coop today. It's Sunday, so coop cleaning day. I'm hoping my girls will. Goodness, look at that. Believe that? What is going on with this darn? I ordered some stuff from Amazon yesterday, and I looked at the rulers, and I put them in my cart, and then I put them saved for later because I thought, oh, I need to see if I can heat this up and first before I go spending any more money. I need to stop. Yeah. When the other day, Friday, we had to go drop my truck off with Toyota again. The antenna broke, and the radio and stuff still works, but you just don't get as great of a reception. And also your cell phone, I think, stuff boosts through there. So, and out here, you really need that extra. So anyway, so I had my son follow me in because they said it was going to be a couple hours because they had to drill it out. Although it took a lot longer than they thought because I think they got themselves a little bit, they took on more than they could chew with some other stuff, and it got them behind on that, which, that kind of makes me mad because, I had an appointment, but okay, whatever. Let me make sure that we're on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the 5th one here. And let's get a new sheet here. So, I just had to, we're like a few blocks away from a fabric store, and they were having a sale, $1 off every yard. You can't resist that. Come on. If you're a quilter, embroiderer, any of that, or even a crafter that uses that is, it's a good savings because if you buy 5 or 6 yards of different stuff, that's another yard you can buy, right? I know. I want something on here. I'm going to dirty up the page a little bit. There we go. So I drug my son along, and he likes going in the fabric stores because there's like a lot of cool stuff. And believe it or not, he found some Tim Holtz fabric that was in there. And I was like, how did you find this? He's like, I don't know, it spoke to me. I was like, okay. So I bought some of that. There was a couple, they only had like a couple ones that we could find, so I got some of that. And then some fat quarter, packs. I like working with fat quarter packs because sometimes when you're just doing like smaller projects, the fat quarters are perfect because you don't have to roll out this big old yard and cut it down, and a fat quarter is perfect. So then I went over to the before I go on any further, let's look at, so I can talk and craft at the same time, right? So we need something in the shape of a triangle, and I thought, well, I could take this little scrap here and we'll make a triangle out of it. We need instructions, so here's the instructions for the Collage Weekly Assignment by Margarete Miller, right? So I'm going to, cut it down or something, we'll tear it. A formula, whatever that means for you. I thought about a recipe, but that's a recipe, but a recipe is a formula, right? So I thought about that, but then I was like, oh, I don't know. I just went online and found this cute little something, so I'm going to use that. And then it says something stenciled. So I have one of Crafty Cat's stencils here. We're going to use the number stencil that she's got. It's so cute. And a place. So I just flew back, so I thought the airport popped in my head, so that's what I got. And then it says the bonus is a crossword or newspaper magazine puzzle. So I went online and found that one, so that's what we're going to do. So let me cut my triangle out here. So anyway, so I spent more than I probably should at the fabric store, but it's always good to have a little something, right? All right, I'm going to take off some of this. And you'll see what I'm going to do here in a second. It's probably not going to be perfect. Do that side already, yeah. So then I went over to the sewing machine place that I bought my sewing machine from, and went to talk to them because my I think what I want to do is like that, and yeah, because like I said, the sewing machine chair, or I said the sewing machine chair, that I bought a new table, like kind of like the one I use here. The problem is the new machine does not fit the hole. It's much longer. And so this particular table is made for my other baby lock, which I'm going to keep, and I'll put that in my spare room for now. And I may set it up when I move, because we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do. Yeah, for that. But anyway, so I went in there. I had ordered a table for this, and the chair, and I bought a new chair, a sewing chair. It has a footrest on the table, which is awesome. But I can adjust the chair, because the problem I have is being short. I could go to a dining room and sit at a table. A lot of times these bar tables, or sometimes even these booths, I sit in them and my feet will not touch the ground. I'm not kidding. I look like a small child trying. And the table come like up to my chest. So I feel like a little kid, you know, and it's like, I'm not a little kid though, you know? So yeah, not liking that. Anyway, back to my story. I'm getting off track again. I'm doing that a lot lately. Maybe I need to start taking some ginseng or something. I don't know. But so I go into this place, and because I want to make sure, because the chair showed up and the insert for the table showed up, and I'm like, these guys are supposed to bring me my they're supposed to bring me my and do this whole what they call white glove service, which is they're going to come bring it in, they're going to set it up where I want it. If I don't like it there, they'll move it a little bit, you know. They'll set the machine in it, they'll remove all the packing materials, and they better, for the amount that I paid. I've never paid that much in my life to have anybody come in installation fee ever. So, anyway, they're supposed to take away all the packing materials, which they better, and, and then formula. And then we have instructions yet to go. Oh boy. Maybe. Let's see. I know, I'm supposed to do it the other way, guys. I know. So I go in there and said, hey, you know, the chair showed up. And she's like, oh, good. I'm like, okay, is that everything? Because I don't know. Okay. This is kind of gonna... like that. Something like that, I think. And then we got a stencil to put on the back, I think. So, like I said, because I keep, you know, getting distracted, not finishing the story. You guys are probably like, okay, come on, Denise, now. So, she says, oh, no, it's coming. And they'll come and set it all up. And I'm like, okay, so is it coming and I've got to what? Leave it on the porch? Or are they going to call? They're supposed to call me, right? And bring it. And so is it coming to the house? Or are they bringing it because the chair came separate? And is it supposed to, you know what I mean? I just don't want to have these big, huge boxes sitting on my front porch that I cannot get into the house because they're heavy. And they're like, oh, no, yeah, you know, it's fine, it's fine. They'll come in. I said, okay. Whew, because I was worried. And these stencils I got from Crafty Cat USA. I'll leave her link below in the description for these stencils. As I do with most of the supplies I use on my video, I do have a Amazon affiliate link. So, okay, so that's this one. So we'll kind of just stencil that on the back of there. Like I said, I bought some folders. I had to go back and buy more because I didn't have enough for all my stamps and my stencils, and they don't have the same ones. So I had to buy different ones. That annoyed the crap out of me, of course, because, you know, that always seems to happen to me. So let's find a pretty blue. That's too dark. Too dark. It's something more of a shabby shutters. Peacock feathers. I think it's gonna be might be, I don't know. Too dark. Mermaid Lagoon, too dark. We'll try this one. I just want a little blue instead of brown here. I know a lot of this is gonna get covered over, but just so that we have something in the voided area here. So my son sat in the car. I think he thought, well, if I sit in the car, Mom will hurry up and she won't spend all that time in there. But I can't go into one of those places and not look to see if they have anything new, right? Well, I didn't find anything that was new. It was something that I've been wanting to get for a long while now. And, yeah. So I had been looking between, I have a Cricut, and the Cricuts are great because, you know, they're great. They work great with patterns and fussy cutting. I cannot do a lot of that stuff anymore. I don't know how much longer I'm even going to be able to do certain crafting because of this. It's caused a lot of issues with my hands, and yeah, it's just not good. So, you know, any excuse, right? To buy crafting supplies that'll help us out, right? Extend the life of the crafter. So yeah, I like that. Okay. I could make that a pocket, but I don't think I will. Oh, I filled my glue too. Yay. So I bought one of those AccuQuilt because I looked at the Brother Scan and Cuts, right? Which they will do fabric, and the Cricut will too, but they only do one layer at a time. And when you're quilting or doing like a quilt with embroidery, you know, you have to do multiple ones. Well, because I have a really good, you know, cutter, but the problem is because I use this hand, and I tend to push, and then I'm not realizing how hard I'm pushing, and I push the ruler with the blade off, so my cuts are never straight. And I say that they're never straight. That's not true. I should reiterate that it happens after I have been cutting for a while. Then I have to stop. And, you know, it's time consuming because I have to stop and I have to do all, you know, wait between my cuts. And that's not fair to me, I don't think. So I bought the the AccuCut. It's like called the Go. It's like a big, and I bought the electric one, and because I didn't want to have to crank, because I bought the Vagabond too, so that I didn't have to hand crank the Big Shot. I like it, but I still use my Big Shot for like my embossing because I think it's just quicker that way because I already know what plate it is. So I mean, it's good for that like thing, and it's not as thick as the cutting. You know, it doesn't, you know, while you're trying to, yeah. Anyway, you're probably like, why are you doing that, Denise? So, it just seems like a lot of white, doesn't it? Let's do the stencil on like the instructions. So I can find that color again. So yeah, so I went and got my son out of the car. I said, "Can you help me come load this?" He just kind of looked at his face. His face just was like, "Mom, what'd you buy?" Stuff. He's like, "Oh my God, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, really." Sorry. Okay, I'm not going to stencil that, but I think am I just trying to take the whiteness off because it just looks so white, right? And so I bought that, and I bought the die that cuts the strips because that's where I have a big problem. And then it comes with like the flying geese, and I couldn't resist, but I bought the Mix and Match 9 block set of dies. So yeah, by the time I walked out, my butt cheeks were puckering a little bit. When I got the receipt, I was like, oh my gosh, did I really just spend that money? But it is for my business, and, you know, because I'm still doing all of my junk journaling, and I love it. But you guys know, I do love to do a lot of fabrics in my junk journals. And I'm also going to get back into quilting again and doing little cute wall hangings and that kind of stuff, you know. Fun stuff. Not that this isn't fun. This is a blast. It all is fun to me. That's the problem, is I have never been able to just stick to one craft. Too much. That's why I love the mixed media world, because it's just that I can mix everything together, and I love it. And I can be the jack of all trades, right? But I'm not a jack. I'm a queen. Queen of all trades. Okay. There we go. I think that looks much better. What do you guys think? So now we need a number. Do we get everything? something in the shape of a triangle. I really guess because you can't see that, I probably should have put that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go crazy so you can see that triangle, and you can still see that that's a formula. And I probably should have done that because I still need to do the inker dinker on it. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Woo! I'm glad I read that again. Okay, because I didn't even think about that. You have to see the triangle, right, to know it's a triangle. So there's something in the shape of triangle. There is one up here, but, you know, we used it as a corner piece. Instructions. So we did the Margarete Miller's instructions. A formula. So we've got formulas here, whatever that means to you. Something stenciled, and we stenciled on this and on the background and all that stuff. And a place, which is the airport, and a crossword or newspaper magazine puzzle. So there we go. All right, so let's put some numbers on here. We need to find number 25. But like I said, I walked in to ask a question, and I told those ladies, I said, you know, every time I come here, I freaking spend money like crazy. I mean, it's pretty bad when you walk in, they're like, hi, Denise, how are you? And you're like, oh, wow, I just moved here, and they already know who I am. Psh, lovely. Okay, there's 2, and we need a 5. Need a 5. There's a 5 right there. It's a little one, but right. Okay. $25. Right, they are. So, oh, am I in the camera? Yeah. So my goodness, you guys, I come back and watch some videos, and everybody's had some crazy weather. Tornadoes and all that stuff. I'm like, gee whiz. Already? I mean, I shouldn't say already. I mean, this late. But I guess I really shouldn't be surprised because Oklahoma, I think their tornado season, doesn't it run through the November, guys? I can't remember when we lived there. I'm pretty sure it was like pretty early in the spring, and you only had like a month or 2 that you weren't in tornado season. So, yeah. $25. I wish I was 25 again. All right, I don't like that. I don't know if that glue is going to dry or not, but we're going to fix that. All right. Fixed it. Fixed it. So, I don't know. Do we have time to do another? Oh, 29 minutes. I think we're going to just call it good today. Okay, so, yeah. Get all these back in here. These also I got from Crafty Cat, so I will leave a link for these down there as well. Most of you guys probably already have these, but for anyone who's new, and oh, by the way, welcome to any new subscribers. I haven't said that lately, and I apologize for that. Normally, I do, and I haven't. I've just been so excited to be back again. It's pretty awesome. Of course, you guys are awesome. That's what makes it that's what makes everything so awesome about it, is you guys. So anyways, there we go. There's week 25, And I hope you guys will join me for week 26, hopefully tomorrow, because I'm going to try and get back to doing them every day. So until then, guys, plenty of hugs, loves, and blessings. Mwah. Bye.